Hello, everybody. It is Steve Lookner. We are here for a special early morning coverage edition. There's some news coming in. Well, early morning where I am. Some news coming in. One piece of news is that Iranian media is reporting that Israel has struck the Fordo nuclear site. That is the site that the U.S. attacked yesterday. Well, Iranian media is claiming that Israel has struck the site again. That comes after Israel launched a number of strikes in Tehran after missile fire by Iran towards Israel. So we wanted to come on the air and give you an update on what is going on. And there's supposed to be an update soon from the Israeli army, but that I believe is not going to be in English, so I'm not going to worry about that. I'm sure we'll be able to hear about what they say after. But I want to talk about this Fordo story, which seems like a potentially big story if Israel indeed struck Fordo again. Also, there's a report about a prison being struck, a famous prison being struck in Tehran. I should post I've posted some videos and photos on my X account that I don't have the rights to. So you can go there to see a video from Tehran. I'll post in the chat, though. What I'll do is I'll do this. For more pics and vids, see Steve's X account. Oops, I wanted to actually post that for everybody. Hold on. Hold on. Pin message. Pin message. Why am I hearing two of me? I'm hearing two of me. For some reason, I'm hearing two of me. I'm hearing two of me. For some reason, I'm hearing two of me. I'm hearing two of me. For some reason, I'm hearing two of me. I'm hearing two of me. I know why that was. It's still weird. It shouldn't be happening. Give me 1 second. Let me fix that. I guess we're good now. Okay. Okay, so let me talk about this supposed new attack on the Fordo nuclear site. It's very strange news coming out of Iran right now. Oh, do we have Putin meeting now? Do I have footage of this? I have footage of... Hey, look, it's Putin meeting with the Iranian foreign minister. Oh my gosh, I got footage of it. Hey, check this out, guys. It's Putin and the Iranian foreign minister meeting right now live. Wait, let me get this on the screen for you. Hold on. Hold on a moment. Hold on a moment. No, that's not what I want. Hold on, I'll fix it. It's Putin meeting with the Iranian foreign minister. Look at this. It's Putin.
Ирана, Российская Федерация как партнер строит нам АЭС-Бушер и помогает нам в этой сфере, а также по вопросам достижения ядерных соглашений. Российская Федерация сыграла позитивную роль, чтобы мы смогли достичь хороших договоренностей.
There he is. Here's the foreign minister.
تهاجم بی‌دلیلی که режим Израиль و بعد خود آمریکا به ایران صورت داد. Но вы прекрасно видите, что уровень эскалации с каждым днем только разрастается, большим сожалением, из-за того, что они решились нападать на нас, наши объекты, не только Израиль, но и затем американцы решили нападать на наши объекты.
این تهاجم‌ها خلاف منشور ملل متحد هست
نقض قوانین بین‌المللی هست و جمهوری اسلامی ایران
I'm going to keep talking. I'm going to keep talking while this video is on. We don't necessarily need to hear the sound. All right. All right. So you can look at that. That's live video right there of the foreign minister Arakchi in the Kremlin meeting with Putin. Hey, look, it's Putin live. Okay. So there's that going on. All right, so while that's going on, let me tell you some other stuff that's happening. We'll leave that, but that's right there in the gray shirt there. That's Arakchi, the foreign minister, right here. Okay. All right, so I'll leave that up for now. And I want to mention this story about the Fordo nuclear plant supposedly being hit again. So Iran, oh, look, it's the Kremlin. Is that it? Maybe the video's over. Hey, it's the Kremlin. Iranian state, I think it's the Kremlin. Isn't that the Kremlin? It is I assume it is. Hold on. Are they done? It looks like the video's over. Looks like that's it. That's it for that video. All right. Well, the live event, you got to see Putin. All right. All right. So let me now go to here, 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 here. Okay. Now, oops. All right. So, Iranian state media Tasnim, here's what they said. Here's what they said. They said, this came out about a half hour ago. They said a few moments ago, Israel attacked the Fordo nuclear site again. Fordo is the most important nuclear site. That's the one in the mountain. That's the one the U.S. used 12 bunker buster bombs on. Iranian state media says, a few moments ago, Israel attacked the Fordo nuclear site again. There will be no danger or threat to the citizens. Yesterday, the U.S. also attacked the nuclear facility, which did not cause much damage. That's what they say. So, again, Iranian media is reporting that I haven't gotten the details yet. I'd like to hear more about this. Iran is saying that Israel bombed Fordo again. Now, also, in the last hour or two, Israel carried out a number of strikes in Iran. They reportedly hit in Tehran. They reportedly hit a television building. They hit some famous prison. So we got to get caught up on all this stuff. Then before that, there was about a half an hour of missile alerts. I think there were only about 10 missiles shot off, but they kept kind of going every few minutes. So the alert lasted like a half hour. So I'm trying to get more information right now on these various things. But big strikes on, I'll post a video of it in the chat. Big strikes were posted, big strikes by Israel in Tehran after those missiles were fired by Iran at Israel. I just posted a link right there to Amakai Stein account. He posted a photo of it. And let me just check something here. Yeah, so we're just trying to get you the latest information here. I have the Haifa camera, but the Haifa camera is just showing the sky. I don't have a Tel Aviv camera right at the moment. And, oh, there's a shot of aftermath of missile hit or something in southern Israel, but It's not particularly interesting. It's just showing like a pile of dirt being scooped. So that doesn't really, not really great for you. I'm going to leave this shot of Modine up right now. Okay, so let's try to get you some more updates. And what's going on with this Fordo report? Hillel Bitten Rosen, who's a Israeli reporter, said Israel planes are attacking, this was as of a half hour ago, a large number of targets in Tehran, including the Basij militia, Evin Prison, dozens of Revolutionary Guards internal security headquarters, and that's not the end. And to repeat, Iranian state media said, hold on a second. Amikai Stein, who does reporting for the Jerusalem Post, says that Israel believes that in the current attack on Tehran, hundreds of Revolutionary Guard members were eliminated inside the targeted buildings in Tehran, an Israeli official tells the Jerusalem Post. Hundreds of Revolutionary Guard members. That's the most powerful branch of their army. Hold on a second. I saw another report here. Hang on. Where is this N12 news report? GLZ Radio, Armed Forces Radio, reports that about 10 minutes ago, they say the IDF's... Oh, do I have this statement from the IDF? Hold on a second here. Maybe I have the statement myself. No. Well, hold on. No, so Armed Forces Radio in Israel reports about 10 minutes ago, Air Force planes are deepening their attacks on the Tehran area with an emphasis on Revolutionary Guard headquarters. Tal Schneider, who's an Israeli journalist I follow, says, what does she say here? She says the Evin Prison in Tehran is one of the most horrific places in the world. Evin Prison, says Wikipedia, is a prison located in Tehran, in the Evin neighborhood. It has been particularly notorious since the 1979 Islamic Revolution. It has become the Islamic Republic of Iran's most infamous detention facility. Reportedly, Israel has attacked that prison in the last couple of hours. It serves as the primary site for incarcerating political prisoners, journalists, academics, human rights activists, dual nationals, and foreign citizens accused of espionage or propaganda offenses. Oh, look. Today, Israeli airstrikes targeted the prison's entrance, allowing prisoners to escape. I haven't heard. I'm not sure of that. All right. So, are people escaping from Evin Prison now? I don't know. This is Avi Sharp, who's a journalist at Haaretz. This is a supposed video of the... I'm going to post it in the chat. It's a purported video of Israel blowing up the entrance to the notorious Evin Prison in Iran. So this is an unconfirmed video of Israel blowing up the entrance to the notorious Evin Prison in Tehran, allowing prisoners to leave. Again, this is unconfirmed. That's from Avi Sharp. Okay? Manny Fabian reports that the IDF says Israeli strikes are hitting Revolutionary Guard headquarters in Tehran. Reports of dozens or hundreds of Revolutionary Guard members being killed in these strikes, by the way. So a bunch going on right now in Israel. N12 News says Israel reportedly has attacked today the Fordo nuclear facility, the prison for dissidents, the Evin Prison in Tehran, Shahid University in Tehran, the Public Broadcasting Corporation, the Revolutionary Guard headquarters, and the Iranian Ministry of Energy. News 13 also reports that Israel has attacked Evin Prison, a state television building, and they say electricity in northern Tehran was cut off. I don't have a live camera of Tehran. I would show it to you if I did. Oh, I have the Jerusalem skyline, which is probably a little better than, well, I don't even know if it is. I'm going to leave Modine up. I don't know that the Jerusalem one is really a better shot for you, so let's leave the Modine feed up. Here's another picture of the Israeli strikes in Tehran. I just posted that in the chat for you. There's a lot going on right now in Israel and Iran. There's a lot going on. Then here's a picture supposedly in Karaj, Iran, of a military facility struck. So, hold on a second here. AP had a story about the prison, I think. Give me a second here. Oh, look, guys, look, right here. Iran reports a new attack at Fordo nuclear site, this time by Israel, and Tehran prison, as it launches more strikes on Israel. Iran's underground enrichment site at Fordo was hit again today, supposedly by Israel. Now, they don't have the bunker busters the U.S. does, so I don't know what they did there. While Iran fired a salvo of missiles, fine. The Fordo facility was one of those hit in Sunday's attack, and it was struck again on Monday, Iranian state TV reported. By Israel, they said. There was no immediate word on damage, nor who. No, well, they said Israel did it. Where's the thing about the prison? In Iran, witnesses reported that Israeli airstrikes hit areas around Iran's capital, Tehran, around midday. One Israeli strike hit the gate of Iran's notorious Evin Prison, said Iranian state TV. The report shared what appeared to be black and white surveillance footage of the strike, which I've posted on my X account. One Israeli strike hit the gate of Iran's notorious. The prison is known for holding dual nationals and Westerners, often used by Iran as bargaining chips in negotiations with the West. Evin also has specialized units for political prisoners and those with Western ties. Okay, so again, there's a lot going on right now. Did I pin? No, I did not. I need to pin my X account over there on Twitch and Facebook if I didn't already. I got distracted. Okay, there you go. There's that. How about Facebook? I didn't even go over to Facebook yet. So what I'll do is... Okay. Oh, no, I think it's already pinned. It's pinned. How about Facebook? Hey, thanks to our moderators. I didn't even go over to Facebook yet. So thanks to our moderators. Kay Lowry Body is here at this early hour. Wow, thanks, Kay. Also, thanks to Janet B. and Carms are up early with us here. And Big Ball of Yarn and Idaho Star are up early with us here. Thank you. Linda Bell, Glary, and Misha moderate for us on X. And what is this here? Hang on a moment. Hang on a moment. Hey, thanks to KYE, the Shah's son. It's not the Shah. The Shah's son, the son of the Shah of Iran, is supposed to give a press conference in like an hour, you said. Yeah, maybe we'll watch it. Look, I mean, he's an opposition figure. From what I've read, it's not like he's the opposition is divided in Iran from what I've read. So I don't want to, maybe we'll check some of it out. I don't want to focus too much on it. And so thank you for reminding me. I do appreciate KVE, but I can't guarantee we'll show it. So, he doesn't live in Iran. So maybe we'll check it out. Or we can watch it after. We can watch some of it after too, depending on what's happening with the breaking news. Thank you, KVE. I really appreciate it. Thanks for your support, KVE too. That's really nice of you. Logan Rolden, thank you. Who thinks the explosion is from the inside? Well, again, there's a bunch of reports that Israel did this. Did Israel now? Maybe even if Israel exploded when the gate exploded at the prison, did maybe Israel launch some sort of special operation to have an explosion on the inside? That I don't know. It's an interesting question, where the explosion came from. Thank you, Logan. Thank you, Hey Pug, Cloak and Swagger. Dad's Gone Live. Hey, Dad's Gone Live. Look, it's Dad Gone Live from YouTube, who does great LA streaming. Thanks, Dad's Gone Live. I appreciate that. Also, Sonata and Flapjack Municipa. So, a lot of news right now. In the last couple hours, a lot of Israeli strikes. Iran State TV says Israel has hit Fordo nuclear plant, the one in the mountain. What did they do there if they hit it again? After the U.S. hit it. What did they do? I have no idea what happened with that strike. It's confusing to me. Israel has attacked a notorious prison reportedly in Iran and most notorious prison in Tehran, and they've blown the gate off. So unconfirmed reports of people leaving. Also, multiple buildings with Iranian soldiers and unconfirmed reports of hundreds of Iranian soldiers killed. Also a state TV building and other buildings in Tehran being attacked by Israel. So we're just bringing you the latest here, but a lot's going on. And that comes after Amakai Stein reports that Israel bombed the clock in Tehran that was counting down to Israel's destruction in 2040. I have an update. Yes. Hold on. I have an update for you. Manny Fabian of Times of Israel reports that the defense minister of Israel said that the IDF has struck. Here, let me do it this way. Let me do it this way. What I'm going to do? Hold on a second. This is what I need to do. Hang on a moment here. I got to do something. Let's try it this way. Okay, what I'm going to do, let's try this. Okay. I'm trying something. Give me a moment. Let me just try this thing. Get rid of that. Put that there. Okay, I like this. Okay, I see what's happening. Okay, so Manny Fabian says, Defense Minister Katz in Israel says, the IDF is currently striking with unprecedented force regime targets and governmental repression bodies in the heart of Tehran, including the Basij headquarters. The Basij is an Iranian militia that I think specializes in, one of the things they specialize in is putting down protests. The Basij, says Wikipedia, are a paramilitary volunteer militia in the Revolutionary Guard. They're part of the Revolutionary Guard. They're mainly civilian volunteers. The force consists of young Iranians. What does it say? They serve as a force engaged in enforcing state control over society, acting as a morality police at checkpoints and parks, and suppressing dissident gathering. Anyways, that's some of what they do. So the IDF is attacking with unprecedented force regime targets and governmental repression bodies in the heart of Tehran, including the Basij headquarters, Evin Prison for political prisoners and regime opponents, the destruction of Israel Clock in Palestine Square, internal security headquarters of the Revolutionary Guards, and ideology headquarters and other regime targets. Does this sound like a regime change kind of thing? This is the thought I have. Doesn't this sound like the kind... I mean, this doesn't really sound like nuclear targets. Right? Am I wrong? You see what I'm saying? Doesn't it sound like more like you're trying to help the opposition? I mean, that's what it looks like to me. Anyways, I don't know. All right, so there's that. There is that. Oh, footage from Evin Prison. There's supposed footage from the Evin Prison from Michael Horowitz purports that the administrative section of the prison was targeted. This is this notorious prison in Tehran. I can't show it, but I put it in the chat for you. Oh, breaking news. Amikai Stein reports that I have a report on the Fordo strikes. A report on the Fordo strikes. These are the new Fordo strikes. Amikai Stein says the Israeli strikes on Fordo, both the access road and leading to the site and the entrances and exits were targeted to prevent the removal of materials. Let me say that again. Amikai Stein, who's a journalist in Israel who I follow, says the Israeli strikes on Fordo, Both the access road leading to the site and the entrances and exits were targeted to prevent the removal of materials. I was confused by the news that Israel had targeted Fordo because they don't have the bunker buster bombs that the U.S. does, and the U.S. dropped 12 bunker buster bombs on it. So I was like, well, what's Israel going to do? But it sounds like maybe they're trying to prevent them from removing any more stuff that might be there. They bombed the access road leading to the site and the entrances and exits. So Iran can't go in there, I guess, now. Well, now Holy Earth says they already got materials out of there. So maybe they did. Maybe they got stuff out of there. We were talking about that earlier. There were reports that they might have taken some stuff out of there. But anyways, I don't know if what they know about it being destroyed or not. I mean, I believe the entrances were covered with dirt at this point anyway, so maybe they just don't want Iran going in there. I'm not sure. But big attacks by Israel. I'm going to say Israel striking Tehran and bombs Fordo. How about major Israeli strikes on Tehran? Plus they bomb Fordo. I'll do that. Conducting heavy Israeli strikes on Tehran, plus they bomb Fordo. How's that? It's not a great headline, but I haven't slept, so I'm just going to leave it like this. It's not a good headline, but again, I haven't slept, so I'm not going to worry about it. This is bonus coverage. This is bonus morning coverage. Bonus coverage. So we're not going to be too picky. But some big news coming out of today from Tehran. What time is it for me? 6:10 a.m. Aurora Intel, who I follow, says today's strikes in Tehran are the heaviest since the beginning of the escalation between Israel and Iran. Heavy daytime strikes on Tehran today from Israel, going on, reportedly still going on. Okay, Iranian state media reports. Iranian state media claims that the prison situation is under control. Projectiles hit Evin Prison, damaging parts of the prison. The situation is under control. This violation was carried out in clear. This attack was carried out in clear violation of international law. So that is from Iranian state media. Okay? So Iranian state media Israel attacked Evin Prison in Tehran, but the situation is under control. They just posted that. They said the prison situation is under control. Is it under control? I don't know about that. Hey, thanks to Nanday100 for your support. I really appreciate it. Nanday100. Thank you. Also, thanks to Mr. Pickles. Hey, thanks, Mr. Pickles. That's kind of you. It's 1:13 p.m. there. It's the middle of the day in Israel. 1:43 in Iran. But heavy Israeli strikes on Tehran. Oh, I guess, hang on one second here. One of our viewers mentioned this about Gideon Saar. Yes, Gideon Saar, thanks to the viewer who mentioned this, who's the Minister of Foreign Affairs for Israel, he posted pictures, hold on. He posted, what is this? Oh, he posted the video of, I'm going to post his post in the chat. He posted a video, he posted a picture of the front gate of the prison, and then he posted a video of the front gate of the prison being blown up. And he said, "We warned Iran time and again, stop targeting civilians. They continued, including this morning. Our response, viva la libertad," and then I believe it's a swear word in Spanish. So it kind of seems like, I mean, what happened is there was about a half an hour of missile attacks on Israel that I think only about 10 missiles were launched, but it kind of just kept going on and on and on. And then right after that, I believe, Israel launched these strikes on Tehran. So it kind of sounds like they're saying, well, we're attacking you like this in Tehran because you've launched these missiles. Although kind of seems like it was also planned in advance. I mean, I don't think they just all of a sudden came up with this plan. They probably had it ready to go. Amikai Stein reports that Israel struck the headquarters of the Basij Revolutionary Guard militia in Tehran. Oh, breaking news. We have an update from the Israel Defense. Oops, that's not what I want to. We have an update from the Israel Defense Forces. Let me give you an update from the Israel Defense Forces. Hold on a moment. Hold on a moment. Hold on one moment, guys. I have an update for you. I have an update for you. I'm going to show you right now. You guys ready here? This is an update from the Israeli Defense Force. Here it is. A short time ago, Air Force fighter jets. Oh, can I use my news update graphic? Hold on. Oh, watch this. Watch this. News update. A short time ago, Air Force fighter jets attacked with precise guidance from the Intelligence Directorate headquarters and assets of the Internal Security Forces and the Revolutionary Guards in Tehran, Iran. These forces consist of various brigades and commands and are responsible on behalf of the Iranian regime's military forces for defending the homeland, suppressing threats, and preserving the regime's stability. As part of the attack, the Basij, it's normally spelled, I think, B-A-S-I-J, headquarters was attacked, which is one of the Revolutionary Guard's power bases and is responsible, among other things, for enforcing the Islamic Code and reporting to the authorities about citizens who violate it. In addition, the Al-Barez Brigade, which is responsible for protecting several cities in the Tehran province from various threats and maintaining the stability of the regime. Man, this sounds like regime change targeting. And the Intelligence and General Security Police of the Internal Security Forces, which are also part of the Iranian regime's military forces, were attacked. These headquarters are significant from both a military and governmental perspective, and attacking them harms the Iranian regime's military capabilities. So they just posted that. They just posted that. Dogs rule, our viewer thinks that was always the plan. You know, if I had a Tel Aviv feed, I'd put it up, but I don't. Ooh, what is this? That's not really anything. That's not really. There's a Haifa shot. I'll put the Haifa cam up. Let's put the Haifa cam up. That looks better. Haifa cam looks better. Oopsie. Hold on. Maybe we'll put two cameras up. So Haifa's coming up now. There's Haifa. Okay. And I will also put up on the screen Modin, but I'll put that in the corner. What is this? One moment, please. Can I do this? Why is this being... There we go. Okay, so that's Modin. So we'll put that up there. That's not Haifa. It's Modin. Okay, we got Haifa and Modin. Let me fix this. So major strikes going on Tehran by Israel. And remember, Israel has has destroyed the entrance, blew up the entrance to the notorious Evin Prison in Iran. Now, Iranian state media claims the situation is under control there. That's what they claim. Thank you also to Abby. Abby says Iran's great leader has been mysteriously MIA. The reports are that he is, I've heard multiple reports that he is in hiding. Because they're concerned about his safety. For example, the New York Times claims that the Supreme Leader, they had an article today, they complain that the Supreme Leader is in a bunker and mostly speaks to his commanders through an aide. Thanks to Mark Bingham. Mark says, will the Doomsday Clock be getting an update after this? Thanks, Mark in New Zealand. Thanks, PZ Papa Zulu. The Discussion Salon. Fish Tacos. Thanks, Fish Tacos, for the gift membership. Thank you to GG. Thank you, Cashew the Kitten, our member. DEFCON 2. Kenneth Colton, thank you so much, Kenneth Colton. H&W, thank you for your support. Carrie Murphy, thanks for being a member. Humble Ramblings, thank you. Hey Pug, thanks for the gift membership. The Pro of Pro Gamers. Big Red Psycho, thank you. You are watching bonus early morning coverage. Not early morning, it's middle of the day there, but we are covering these major Israeli strikes in Tehran. Also the news that Israel has struck the Fordo nuclear plant again, according to Tehran, Iran media. And Amikai Stein, Israeli journalist, says that Israel struck both the access road to Fordo and the entrances and exits to prevent the removal of materials. This is a day after the U.S. hit Fordo with bunker busters. Fordo's the important nuclear site under a mountain. And it does appear like perhaps the Israeli targets today are maybe regime change targets, that kind of thing. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have shown you this. Thanks to Shay Altman. She mentioned this post from Israel Katz. Israel Katz is the defense minister. Thanks, Shay. He says, in accordance with the directives of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and myself, the IDF is now attacking with unprecedented force regime targets and government. Oh, I might have read this before. Even if, well, whether I did or I didn't, who cares? The government's attacking with unprecedented force regime targets and government repression bodies in the heart of Tehran, including the besieged headquarters, Evin Prison for political prisoners and opponents of the regime, the destruction of Israel, I did read this, the destruction of Israel Clock in Palestine Square, the internal security headquarters and of the Revolutionary Guards, the ideology headquarters, and other regime targets. Now I don't remember if I read this. For every shot fired at the Israeli home front, the Iranian dictator will be punished and the attacks will continue with full force. We will continue to work to defend the home front and defeat the enemy until all war goals are achieved. Kiwi Rose thinks the regime needs a change. The Best says, I'm Jewish, but I kind of think Israel should be left alone and Israel should leave people alone. I get why Israel is doing this, but they should stop. Thanks to the Nugget Doctrine for your support on Twitch. Glenn Livet 167, Gonzalez. Gonzalez is not getting Twitch notifications. Now that I don't know why, Gonzalez. Are you still there, Gonzalez? I would sign up, Gonzalez. You really should sign up for the... This is basically exactly why we have the our own notifications. They just work better. That's why we created our own notification system through Discord. I highly recommend... I mean, that really is why we created it, because sometimes the notifications on the different channels, they just don't work. So I just posted the link, but I would highly recommend whatever platform you watch on, sign up for the Discord ones. I don't have control over the individual platform ones. If they don't work, I'm really sorry. I would suggest you send feedback to whatever platform you're on if they don't work. But please sign up for the notifications. If you're not getting them on your platform, sign up. I would sign up for them anyway on the Discord ones. Tariag says Discord works every time. Hold on a second here. Okay. Thanks, by the way, to our subscribers on Twitch, like Tim Zinger. Thanks, Glenn Livet, and Wall Street and Shaggy, and Holistic, and Tariag. Thank you, Tariag, for modding too. The Sugaro, Big Ball of Yarn. Thank you, Judge Hat. Bastid. Let's get you some more updates here. Let's try to get you a few more updates about what is going on during the day in Israel and Iran right now. Ooh, the besieged headquarters. Again, the besieged, they work as morality police. They suppress dissent. Amakai Stein just posted a picture of besieged headquarters after it was attacked. I just posted that for you in the chat. Amit Siegel, who is a reporter in Israel with N12, says the same thing as Amakai Stein. The IDF is attacking entrances to Iran's Fordo nuclear site in order to prevent materials from being smuggled out, according to an Israeli source. Thank you, Karpa, for watching. This is, I consider this bonus coverage. But look, I do think a very significant thing about today's strikes in Tehran, it really seems like they're going after like regime security forces, the kind of forces that suppress the opposition, a political prison, a notorious prison for political prisoners. So are we starting to see more of a campaign today? Is this the start of a more concentrated campaign to encourage regime change? Thank you, Popeye, our new member. The press conference, the news conference of the son of the Shah of Iran, who is seen as a opposition figure who lives outside of Iran. I think that starts in like 15 minutes. We'll watch the start of it at least. We'll watch the start of it at least. Oh, I just saw an alert. Oh, was that an alert? No, that wasn't an alert. That was something else, I think. Let me check. I'm not seeing any alerts right now. Oh, Iranian state media says the situation in Evin Prison is under control. Hostile media rumors denied. That's what they say. Hostile media rumors denied. The International Media Tribune reports on unrest at the prison, saying that the situation on the ground at the prison indicates the situation. All right. What they're saying is that the rumors are not true. The situation is under control at the prison. They also deny that there was an explosion at Shahid Beheshti University. They claim there's been no attack at the university. I don't know if that's true. Oh, what is this? Oh, there's a video posted by Homefront Command that says, what is this? Oh, so this is, hey guys, this is a video of Homefront Command that they posted of a missile hitting by a highway this morning. And what they say is, this event could have ended differently. When receiving a report, an alert in an open area, stop on the side of the road and look for a nearby protected space. So anyways, I just posted the link in the chat, but you can see this video from this morning of this car driving in a dash cam, and you see that the missile explodes right next to the highway. Here again is a video of the gate of the Evin Prison being blown up. I just posted that in the chat. Cheyenne Sardazadeh of BBC says Iranian authorities and Israel's foreign minister have both confirmed the attack. Sam mentions electricity. There were some towns in Israel that lost electricity due to a missile hit near to some infrastructure. However, I read it had to be an hour or more ago that they were planning on fixing all the electricity within 3 hours. That's what I saw in Israeli media. Thanks, J.K. Sinar, our member. Thanks, Mr. Pickles. I appreciate that, Mr. Pickles. Also, Alicia Alexander, who says, it will be interesting to know what the next 24 hours will bring each morning. Thank you. Oh, 8 p.m. in South Australia. This is a bonus morning coverage because these Israeli attacks are going on in Tehran, and also they struck Fordo. Mac Emath sent me a supposed video from outside Evin Prison. I don't know if it's really legit. I don't know. I don't know. Hold on, sorry. I'm trying not to play it like that. So I will have to see what happens if I get more confirmation. Where am I showing the stuff? I'm posting it in the chat. a bunch of times I'll see a video like from Iran. I don't own the video. I can't show it on my channel. So I post it in the chat, and sometimes I post it on my X account. So go to my X account at Lookner. I post a bunch of stuff there. It's my X account is pinned in the chat at Lookner on X. I wish I could just show every single thing, but I can only show what I have the rights to. I'm just checking for other. Iranian state media, Mer news agency, says, following the Israeli regime's aggressive airstrikes on Iran, some areas in Tehran, including areas in the north of the city, were targeted. They claim that residential homes, the electricity distribution building, and Evin Prison were among the targets of Israel. So Iranian state media is saying Evin Prison was targeted. They're saying the electricity distribution building was targeted. I can't confirm that. They're saying residential homes were targeted. I cannot confirm that. FJ mentioned that, FJ mentioned that Mirror News said this? Let me check Mirror News. Mirror News. Where are they reporting this? I didn't see Mirror News report this. I'll have to look into it. A Chinese news outlet claimed that Iran's Mirror News reported that an American military base in Syria was attacked. I just looked at Mirror News and I did not see that there. So, even if they did report it, Mirror News, it's Iranian state media, so I would be skeptical. I would need to hear more. But I'm not even seeing it being reported. Thanks to Twisted Radish on Twitch. Ginza's up on Twitch. Thanks for your support. Yeah, I mean, the latest of the endless litany of unsourced rumors that everybody starts repeating on social media. The new one is that a U.S. base in Syria has been attacked. I do not have any kind of reliable sourcing of that. Maybe we'll watch the start of the Son of the Shah's press conference. I don't know how long I'm going to go. It's 6:41 a.m. here. Look at this headline here from AP. Israel targets Iran's government, a notorious prison, as Iran launches more attacks on Israel. Hold on a second here. Israel hit Iranian government targets in Tehran today in a series of strikes that followed a salvo of missiles and drones fired by Iran at Israel. Israel's defense ministry said it hit targets including the notorious Evin Prison in the Iranian capital and the security headquarters of the paramilitary Revolutionary Guards. The Iranian dictator will be punished with full force for attacking the Israeli home front, the ministry said. Iran's enrichment site at Fordo, which was one of those hit in Sunday's attack by the U.S. on 3 nuclear facilities, was also struck again on Monday, Iranian state television reported. Reportedly, that was Israel who did it. Putin tells foreign minister of Iran there was no justification for U.S. attack. Reuters reports Russian President Putin today, we saw them meeting a short while ago, Russian President Putin today told Iran's foreign minister that there was no justification for the U.S. bombing of his country and that Moscow was trying to help the Iranian people. It was unclear, however, says Reuters, what Russia might do to support Iran, an important ally with which Putin signed a strategic cooperation treaty in January. That agreement did not include a mutual defense clause. Hold on a second here. Oh, I see the Mer News report. This is from Iranian state media. Iranian state media claims that they say attack on U.S. military base in Syria. Again, nobody else is reporting this. Informed sources announced on Monday that a military base in Syria has been attacked. These sources stated the American military base in the Kasruk area in the western Hasaka province of Syria was attacked. Okay, I'm going to post this now. Also, I don't know what attacked means. Attacked can mean a couple rockets got fired at it. This is the Iranian state media report claiming that a U.S. base in Syria was attacked. I have absolutely no idea if it's true. So anyways, I posted it for whatever it's worth, but let people know it's being reported by Iranian state media. It certainly could be false. Thank you, Floppy Discus, for the gift membership. That's really nice of you. Thanks, PZ Papa Zulu. Yes, state your sources when reporting news. There's no Tel Aviv feed right now. In a moment, if it starts on time, I'll show you the start of the son of the Shah of Iran press conference. Oh, breaking news from the IDF. The IDF says earlier today the IDF attacked access roads to the Fordo enrichment site with the aim of disrupting them. That's literally what this says. From the IDF spokesperson. Earlier today, the IDF attacked access roads to the Fordo enrichment site with the aim of disrupting them. So the IDF has now just confirmed that they attacked the access roads to the Fordo nuclear site, the one in the mountain. The most important nuclear site. They attacked the access roads. Jada Maru says they're probably trying to dig something out. I wonder if, I do, it's an interesting idea. Would they attack the access roads because Israel wants to send people in there and they don't want people driving up while they're in there? What do you think about that idea? Instead of attacking the access roads to prevent Iran from bringing stuff out of there, maybe, hold on a second here, maybe they don't want people bothering them while they're in there. Hold on a second. Hold on a second here. Iran doesn't have helicopters? What Genius Level says? Good question, although I will say it really seems like the sky is pretty much totally controlled by Israel. So I don't know if Iranian flying a helicopter might be at risk of getting shot down at this point. Nikki H. thinks it's to keep Iran from tossing evidence until they can get in there. Simi Valley loyalists sent me an unconfirmed report claiming that there was a missile shot at a U.S. base and it was intercepted in Syria. I don't know if that's true. The Reza Pahlavi press conference has not started yet. I was going to show you the start of it. It's getting late, though. It's getting late. Oh, it's 7 Eastern time. Ugh. I'm telling you, with the press conference, I'm not showing you the whole thing. I'm going to be too tired. So, what I'll do is I'll show you the beginning of it, and then I can post. Then I can post a link where you can watch the rest of it. because I'm going to have to go to bed soon. I haven't been to bed. You got to sleep at some point, guys. Sorry, people have been messaging me stuff. I was trying to check some of it. Bonus coverage this morning. Yeah, that press conference is supposed to start in 8 minutes. We'll see. We'll watch the start of it. We'll watch the start of it, guys. That's what we'll do. The Washington Post says if Iran decided to try and disrupt shipping traffic through the Strait of Hormuz, it's unclear whether they would attempt a blockade or use mines or missiles to interrupt the flow of commerce. It's unclear whether they'll actually try to do this. Analysts caution that Tehran has promised to close the strait in the past, but has never successfully done so. L.M. Mayo thinks it's one of the only options they have. There's an unconfirmed report by Inside NK that power is out in 2 districts of Tehran after these airstrikes. Oh, Manny Fabian, wow, this is interesting, says, according to the IDF, Israeli Air Force fighter jets have dropped over 100 munitions on targets in Tehran in the past 2 hours. Again, according to the IDF, Israeli fighter jets have dropped over 100 munitions on targets in Tehran in the past 2 hours. They have hit soldier places where soldiers are headquartered, a notorious prison, a television building, I believe. Oh, by the way, this I'm not going to show this whole news conference because I'm going to end up going to bed. But I am going to put on the screen right now for you
final sound check.
It's the news conference.
1, 2, 3, 4. You won't hear anything, James, because it's not.
It's the news conference
6, 7,
for the
8,
son of the Shah of Iran.
10. Is everyone happy?
Who's an Iranian opposition figure.
Any objections? Cool.
Mm, 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 mm. Live Paris. Iranian opposition figure Reza Pahlavi to speak. It's a news conference, but again, we'll watch a little bit of it. That flag is the flag of Iran under the Shah of Iran, the Pahlavi dynasty of monarchs, which ended with the Islamic Revolution in 1979, in which the state became the Islamic Republic of Iran. Is this stuff? It's in Paris. It says on the screen, Paris. I hope they start. Oh, it's supposed to start in 2 minutes. Okay. There's some video that N12 posted of just what it looked like in Tehran with some of these. There were a bunch of really. There's been a bunch of really powerful airstrikes in Tehran the last couple hours by the Israeli Air Force. Over 100 munitions in the last 2 hours. Thanks, by the way, so much to Carol Campbell from Australia. Thanks so much, Carol. Also, Mika Well. Thanks, Mika. Foster, our new member. Thank you. Also, all of our YouTube members like Trans Kenneth Colton, Matt, Ken Lansby, Earhart, Jane Jones, Han Pink 90 Sun, Thomas Williams. Thank you. Patrick Klein, UV, Beam Me Up, Win, 3982, Exceeda, Rita W. Thank you. Thanks, Beth Mythical, for moderating over there. Thanks, Beth Mythical. Also, over on Facebook, Kay Lowry Body's been moderating. Thank you. And Paul Anderson. Thanks, Paul. Thanks, Violet Stevens, for the Facebook stars. And Jarrett Najalki. Oh, bonus coverage, bonus stars. Thank you, Jarrett. That's really nice of you. Shannon Davis Hughes, thanks for subscribing over there on Facebook. Thanks, Kay, for subscribing. Thanks to moderators over there on Twitch, Bastion Girl, Big Ball of Yarn, Idaho Star, Linda Bell, Larry, Misha on X. We're going to watch a bit of this, guys, and then I'm going to go to bed. But when I go to bed, I will give you a link to watch the rest of it. But, you know, it gets to be that time. Ooh, another video. What's this video of? Hey guys, here's another video. I'm posting in the chat another video from the Israeli airstrikes in Iran today. I just posted that for you. What is this? Hey guys, I'm seeing unconfirmed reports that the U.S. Embassy in Qatar has told U.S. citizens to shelter in place until further notice. But I haven't seen that posted myself yet. But there are some claims online that this has happened. Oh, hold on. I have it. It has happened. Breaking news. Breaking news. Tala Ramadan, who is with Reuters, says the U.S. Embassy in Qatar issues a message to U.S. citizens recommending they shelter in place until further notice. Now, I don't know if there's a specific threat or something, but that again is from Tala Ramadan. She's with Reuters. So, letting you know about that. We'll see what that's about. To repeat, Reuters is reporting that the U.S. Embassy in Qatar has issued a message to U.S. citizens recommending they shelter in place until further notice. I went to the website and I couldn't find the notice yet. It's not posted on their website. I'm at their website right now. So it sounds like a new thing they just sent out. Thank you, Brad Larkin. I appreciate it, Brad. Thank you. Brad Larkin. I would love to have more information about that Qatar story. I just don't have it right now. I don't know what that's all about. I don't know what that's all about. Haven't seen anything else about it.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Prince Reza Pahlavi's press conference. I'm just going to give you a few bits of housekeeping before we kick off. The Prince is going to speak and give some introductory remarks. We're going to then have question and answers. He'll take questions in English, French, or Farsi. We're going to have about 20 or 30 minutes of questions. When you ask a question, could you give your name and organisation? Thank you very much. We're just about to kick off right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, members of the International Press Corps, good afternoon. Thank you for being here today. This is a historic moment for our nation. I will begin with a brief message to my compatriots in Iran in Persian, which I will then translate. هم میهنان، ایران عزیز ما به جنگی کشیده شده که بانی آن شخص علی خامنه‌ای و فرقه تبهکار.
This is the son of the Shah of Iran. The Shah of Iran was the monarch of Iran who was kicked out, who was backed by the U.S. but was kicked out in the Iranian Revolution in 1979. He is an opposition figure, but he lives outside of Iran.
امنیت ایران را در هم شکسته و حاکمیت ملی را از ملت ایران ربوده است. این رژیم شکست خورده، در لبه پرتگاه فروپاشی است و دیگر نباید ادامه پیدا کند. زمان پایان دادن به این تباهی و آغاز دوران نوین ایران است. زمان طلوع دوباره شیر و خورشید ایران. My fellow compatriots, our beloved Iran has been dragged into a devastating conflict, the architect of which is none other than Ali Khamenei and his corrupt, destructive faction. He has driven our nation's economy to the brink of collapse, plundered our national infrastructure and resources, squandered the nation's wealth on developing nuclear weapons, shattered Iran's security, and stolen the sovereignty of the Iranian people. This regime is defeated, teetering on the edge of collapse, and must not be allowed to continue. The time has come to end this ruin and begin a new era for Iran. This is a new dawn for Iran's lion and son. Ladies and gentlemen, over the past few days, I have spoken with people across Iran from every walk of life. An officer in the armed forces, a mother fleeing Tehran, a factory worker from Tabriz, a young woman, activist for the Women Life Freedom Movement. These voices represent a nation embattled but resilient, that is not asking for its freedom, it is fighting for it. From the 1999 student protests to the Green Movement, to the 2017 Dema and 2019 Aban Mah uprisings, thousands of Iranians have given their lives in the fight for Iran's liberation. Today, millions of my brave compatriots continue the fight. One of their stories moved me deeply. In September 2022, Javad Haydari was murdered protesting the Islamic Republic's killing of Mahsa Amini. His sister has continued his fight. She is one of the hundreds of activists the regime has arrested and harassed in recent days. When security forces raided her home, she cried out, "Oh God, where shall we go? Where shall we go to flee from your tyranny?" One by one, her neighbors began to respond to her, "We're not going anywhere. They," meaning the regime, "are the ones who've got to go." These words echo in my heart and should echo in every corridor of power around the world. Today, it is clearer than ever. The Islamic Republic is collapsing. Credible reports indicate that Ali Khamenei's family and the family of senior regime officials are making preparations to flee Iran. The regime is on its last legs in towns and cities across the country. The military is fractured. The people are united. The foundation of this 46-year tyranny are shaking. This is our Berlin Wall moment. But like all moments of great change, it comes fraught with danger. We stand at a crossroads. One road leads to bloodshed and chaos, the other to a peaceful and democratic transition. The difference in these two roads depends on one factor, and one factor alone: whether the current regime in Iran is allowed to survive. If the West throws the regime a lifeline, there will be more bloodshed and chaos, because this regime will not submit or surrender after it has been humiliated. It will lash out. As long as it is in power, no country and no people are safe, whether on the streets of Washington, Paris, Jerusalem, Riyadh, or Tehran. There is only one way to achieve peace: a secular, democratic Iran. I am here today to submit myself to my compatriots, to lead them down this road of peace and democratic transition. I do not seek political power, but rather to help our great nation navigate through this critical hour towards stability, freedom, and justice. To the people of Iran, I see your courage, I feel your pain. I know you are suffering. I know many of you are afraid for your loved ones, your children, your future. So I speak to you today with a heavy heart. I worked for years, for decades, so that the scourge of war would never reach the borders of our land. Seeing the images of the people of Tehran forced to flee our beautiful capital, the explosions in Isfahan, the fires along the Persian Gulf, all fill me with pain. But more than pain, I am filled with anger, because this war is the result of the selfishness, hatred, and terror of one man, Ali Khamenei. While he directs this war from the safety of his hidden bunker, he uses our people as human shields. It is time to end the suffering. So today, I have a direct message for Ali Khamenei. Step down, and if you do, you will receive a fair trial and due process of law, which is more than you have ever given any Iranian. To other senior regime officials, those of you whose hands are soiled with the blood of the Iranian people, you too will have to face justice. But we will not repeat the mistakes in other failed transitions. To those of you who are loyal to the Iranian nation and not the Islamic Republic, there is a future for you in a democratic Iran. If you join the people now, the choice is yours to make. I know these officers, these soldiers, these brave men exist because they are reaching out to me and telling me they want to be part of this national salvation. But now, greater coordination is needed. So to that end, today I am announcing that I am establishing a formal channel for military, security, and police personnel to reach out directly to me, my team, and our expanding operation. This is a secure platform to efficiently manage the growing volume of inbound communications and requests from those breaking with the regime and seeking to join our movement. For those patriotic members of our armed forces, the time is now to join the nation. If you do, I will make sure your service to Iran is not forgotten and is celebrated. To the international community, now is the moment to stand with the Iranian people. Do not repeat the mistakes of the past. Do not throw this regime a lifeline. You are right to be concerned about stopping nuclear weapons and securing regional stability. Only a democratic transition in Iran can ensure these goals are achieved and are lasting. Take, for example, the destruction of Natanz, Isfahan, and Fordo enrichment facilities. Yes, this has diminished the regime's domestic nuclear enrichment, but it does not diminish the regime's intent to acquire and use nuclear weapons. The regime, enraged and emboldened, will be seeking revenge and can acquire nuclear weapons from other rogue regimes like North Korea. The destruction of the regime's nuclear facilities alone will not deliver peace, but the path I offer can. So work with us to ensure a peaceful transition. Now is not the time for hesitation. Now is the time for principled action from each of us. 46 years ago, when my late father and our family were forced to leave Iran, I took an oath to God and to my country. I would not turn my back on Iran or the Iranian people. Every day since, I have dedicated my life to my compatriots. And today, I am here to reiterate it and to put myself at their service. I am stepping forward to lead this national transition, not out of personal interest, but as a servant of the Iranian people. I have a clear plan for transition and national renewal. Our transition and future democracy will be based on these three core principles: Iran's territorial integrity, individual liberties and equality of all citizens, separation of religion and state. The final form of this future democracy we seek will be for the Iranian people to decide in a national referendum. What I offer is not just a vision for the future of our country, but the plan to execute a peaceful, orderly transition. To achieve that, today I am announcing the following initial steps. First, I will convene a National Unity Summit. This gathering will include activists, dissidents, and groups from across the ideological spectrum who agree to these three principles. It will not be limited just to political groups, but business leaders, professionals, experts, and other groups with influence across Iranian society. This summit's objective will be to agree on a roadmap for democratic transition and reconstruction. Second, in parallel to the democratic process, I am developing an economic plan to rebuild Iran. We have already launched the Iran Prosperity Project, a comprehensive plan for the economic reconstruction and social stabilization of our country in 3 phases. The emergency phase of the first 4 to 6 months, the establishment phase of 18 to 24 months, and the normalization phase, which is long-term. In the coming days, my team of experts will publish the plans for the first 100 days after the collapse of the Islamic Republic based on this work. We are bringing together some of the world's greatest investors, builders, entrepreneurs, and experts who care about Iran and see its immense potential. They stand ready to put in the expertise, the talent, and the capital to rebuild our nation and turn it into one of the world's most attractive markets. Imagine this new Iran, a free and democratic Iran, living at peace with our neighbors, an engine of growth and opportunity in the region, a beacon of culture, innovation, and pride in the world. It is within our reach. We are proud, ancient, resilient people. The task before us Iranians today is no less than the ones faced by the great leaders, the great unifiers, the great builders of our history, like Cyrus the Great. As we embark on the final steps of this path to national revival, to liberation, to peace, we continue to be inspired by him. To my compatriots, this is our moment. I am with you. Let us build this new Iran together. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks so much.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Prince. We're going to take a few questions now. A few people are tapping on the shoulders. Stuart, may I have you? Hello.
I'm going to interrupt this. So, first of all, I will post a link to this where you can watch the Q&A if you want. Okay. So he's going to take questions for like a half hour. So if you want to watch it, I will post a link right now where I believe it's on his social media. So I'm going to post that right now. But I want to. I'm posting the link right now. I want to update you on something. I just found the new alert for the shelter in place for the Qatar embassy. It's been posted. It's official. Look at this. Look at this. U.S. Embassy in Qatar. Shelter in place today. All it says is, out of an abundance of caution, we recommend American citizens shelter in place until further notice. No other explanation given. That's the U.S. Embassy in Qatar. I don't know why they posted that. I have no idea. I mean, it sounds like maybe they think Iran is going to attack something there. I don't know if they have intelligence, but it's literally they recommend U.S. citizens in Qatar shelter in place until further notice. Okay, so I posted the link. You can go to Reza Pahlavi on X and watch the rest of his remarks. By the way, I don't know if people inside Iran who want a different regime will accept him, or might they go with somebody else. So he is an opposition figure. He is known, but there could be other opposition figures too. And I mean, the regime is still the regime right now. The regime hasn't collapsed yet. But this is big news. This is the U.S. Embassy in Qatar literally saying, out of an abundance of caution, we recommend American citizens in Qatar shelter in place until further notice. Any American in Qatar, shelter in place until further notice. So I don't know what's up with this. I'm going to check some things on this, but this seems interesting, seems concerning. I'm going to go put the Israel footage back up on the screen. I'll leave this on the screen and I'll check a couple other things. I have no idea why this came out. It's very strange that to have this out, and there's no explanation, there's no news on it. But you would think they might have some sort of intelligence that something's up. Is it real? Yeah, of course it's real. It's literally on their website. I'm showing you the website right now. You're looking at the website. Jeff Densley thinks something is going down. Hey, by the way, thank you to... if you want to see the speech and you missed it, you can rewind this broadcast. You can just rewind the broadcast and see it. Rewind it. It's all there. Hold on a second here. No, I did not sleep yet. I was going to go to bed. I should be in bed, but I'm still doing this after that speech because I want to talk about this Qatar thing because I think it's important. Now, I don't know if we're going to get any more updates about this Qatar thing. We could hear more in 5 minutes. We could hear more, or they could just cancel it in 10 hours. I have no idea. But I'm going to try to find out more information about it. I mean, this is a very odd announcement. It's literally telling all American citizens in Qatar to shelter in place. (2:30 p.m. in Qatar. I'm sure there's plenty of American citizens there who are tourists and also plenty of American citizens there who are working, and now they all are supposed to shelter in place. Qatar is across the Persian Gulf from Iran. If I have that right, let me double check. My geography has been known to be wrong. It's close to Iran, I can tell you that. We'll double check. Just in Qatar. Just in Qatar. It's the only warning I've heard about. I got it right. I got it right. How about that? How about that? It's across the Persian Gulf from Iran. So it's look, there's speculation that Iran could try to attack Americans or American interests in other Gulf countries as a retaliation for the U.S. bombing of Iran. So the idea is they could go after Americans or American interests in, Qatar, UAE, places like that. But there it is. It's just an extraordinarily strange caution alert to just say this and to not say nothing, no explanation why, and it's such a sweeping order. And it's not even saying like be aware. And it's not even saying like don't go into crowds. It's literally saying as of now, shelter in place until further notice. Yeah, I don't need anyone to confirm it because you're literally seeing it on the Qatar website. This is literally the U.S. Embassy in Qatar website. There is no source that will confirm it better than literally seeing it on their website. Hey, thanks to Scott. Oh, Scott says he's in Qatar driving home. Thanks, Scott. Thanks, Brad Larkin, who thinks it's a kidnapping risk, speedboat away from Iran. That's what Brad thinks. I'm going to try to find out some more. Thanks, Crazy Waffle, 5150. Kazmira Flanagan, thank you so much. Rock K9. Rock K9, I haven't seen an update on the Iranian internet since yesterday, so I don't know if it's gotten any better since yesterday. As of yesterday, it was mostly not working according to NetBlocks. Stevie Augie, 1992, thank you. Journey to the Center of Health, thank you. Jason Dirt Morgan, thank you. The meeting between Putin and the foreign minister of Iran already happened. We were watching a little bit of it. Thank you, Raul, by the way, and Uncle Thaper. And also alien meat with cheese, please. And Christine Lynn, and Legally Brunette, and James Pfeiffer, and Carol Campbell. Let me see if I can find any other information about Qatar. It's very strange, this warning. Meanwhile, let me do this. There's that, there's that, there's this, there's that. Oops, no, I don't want that. I want this, and I want, where is it? There. Yeah, I really would like to get some more information about that because it's just such a strange alert. It begs for more information. They didn't post it on their X account though, weirdly. But it's on their website. So odd. Thanks, Terrence, our member. Now, in theory, I mean, eventually they could lift the alert and never say why it was in place. I don't know. Or there could be something could happen there. I think I'm going to have to go to bed soon, guys. It's 7:37. I haven't been to bed. I haven't been to bed yet. I came on the air to cover the developments in with Israel attacking Tehran and Israel bombing Fordo. Oh, thanks, Parapluie, for your support on Patreon. Thank you, Parapluie. But, you know, yeah, too much news. I was trying to, you know, what I'll probably do is I'll probably go to bed, and then if I hear something huge about Qatar, I can always come on the air and do another stream about it. I mean, that could be a huge deal, or it could end up being nothing that actually we covered. By the way, the Wall Street Journal says Israel is looking to wrap up its war with rival Iran soon. That's what the Wall Street Journal is reporting. For whatever that's worth. For whatever that's worth. Again, I just want to emphasize how weird this is. This is not a standard alert. This is not at all standard. It's very, very strange to tell every American citizen in the country with no notice to suddenly say shelter in place until further notice and not explain why. No explanation why. Shelter in place until further notice. Thank you, Clutch351. That's very nice of you. Let me thank a couple people, by the way. Clutch says, I work offshore in the Gulf, and my brother is in Qatar doing work for oil reasons. He just got sent back to camp. Well, I understand that. By the way, shout out to our moderators who've been here. Janet B. Thank you, Janet. Was it Donnie Davio over there? I think. My brain isn't really working at all right now. It's kind of stopped working. Beth Mythical, Donnie Davio, thank you. Also, let me refresh. Maybe it says something else. I hit refresh. The problem is I bet maybe a lot of people are trying to get to it now. Now it's not even loading. I think everybody's going to the website. Not even loading. But Kay Lowry Body has been moderating. Thank you, Kay, over there on Facebook. Hey, Violet Stevens. Did I thank you, Violet, for the Facebook stars? Thank you, Violet Stevens. Paul Anderson's been modding, too. I think somebody is quoting the wrong alert. This alert has no extra information to it. Hang on. So, oh no, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, so our Romy Na mentioned that Newsweek posted about this, but there's nothing more in the Newsweek article about this alert. Thank you, Romy, for posting that. Yeah, there's nothing else about it. By the way, thanks Shanice Davis Hughes for subscribing over on Facebook. Hey, shout out to our Twitch mods who've been here. Bastion Girl, Big Ball of Yarn, Idaho Star. Thanks to Thong and Wee Wee for your support on Twitch, and Nemesis 561 and Anaconda 3420 and Janny Joel and Anthony Hart and Twisted Radish and Ginza Sup. I'm behind on my Twitch thank yous. We were watching that press conference. So I don't, the website says technical alert. Yeah, so something happened because I tried to refresh this page and it won't refresh, but you can still see it. So what I'm going to do here is, hang on a moment, I'm going to try to load just the home page. But my guess is there might be a lot of traffic on that web page. That would be my guess, because it's a big deal. Oh, the actual web page itself, the home page of Qatar Embassy itself is not loading either. Well, maybe that's, again, there might be something wrong with the page. Nope, the page is loading. The page is loading. There's the page. Alert shelter in place, June 23rd, 2025. So that's up there. Yeah, there, it's working. Now it's working. It's working. There it is. Same alert. Doesn't say why. Out of an abundance of caution. Now, I guess you could say, out of an abundance of caution, maybe that doesn't sound like there's something like really imminent. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if they knew somebody was running around targeting Americans, they wouldn't just say out of an abundance of caution. They'd have a specific reason. But I don't know why they're so cautious today to say this. Hang on a second here. Thanks, by the way, to Terrence. Hey, that's really kind of you, Terrence. Terrence from somewhere in Europe. Thank you, Terrence. Really nice of you. So I'm sure they have some sort of info about something or other. Also, Lincoln, Iraq-san. Thank you. Hey, turn on the notifications for the channel. We have our own notifications. They work awesome. We do them through Discord. Because that way you can get notified when we're coming on the air. And they really work well. The link, the mods will post the link to the notifications in the chat. There's also a live chat we have. There's also a chat on Discord, which is the same link, which is free. They're both free. So you can check out the Discord chat too. Thanks to our Discord mods, by the way. So what I'm going to do is I need to get some sleep. And I'm not seeing anything more about this right now. If it becomes some big story, I can come on and cover it. Or somebody will call me and wake me up or something. But for now, I got to get some sleep. So I really appreciate you joining our breaking news coverage, our more special early morning edition. If you missed it, we talked a bunch about these new Israeli airstrikes on Tehran. We were talking about that. You can rewind and watch. And I'm sure I'll be coming on later and covering stuff. I will post on my X account new updates. You can follow me there for breaking news coverage at Lookner on X. Follow over there for breaking news. I will post a link in the chat. I will also suggest following us on X at Agenda Free TV, because you can find out when we're going live over there. And I post updates about the channel. And I thanked our mods a moment ago. Thank you so much again to all of our moderators. Thanks to everybody who donated. That is super nice of you. That is how the channel exists and can buy news footage and stuff. So huge thanks. If you ever want to donate, go to agendafree.tv, agendafree.tv. But huge thank you for donating. and keeping this channel on the air. And huge thank you for watching, everybody who's been watching this stream and all of our other streams. Thank you. And we will cover more. Thanks to, by the way, Lockies over on Twitch for your support. And I'm sorry if I come on a little later, but I gotta sleep. Fox News says Iran moves container ships to close Hormuz Strait. I haven't heard that, Sven Schmokel. I've not heard that at all. I've heard nothing about it. Nothing. At all. Nothing at all. That'd be huge news. I'm going to Fox News website right now. There is no mention of the Hormuz Strait closing. I follow lots of accounts. I've seen nothing about container ships closing the strait. I'm not saying they wouldn't happen. I'm just saying I don't see anything about it anywhere. I don't believe any of our viewers have either. Oh, here it is, guys. Look, they just put it. Look. It just came out on their X account. Qatar, out of an abundance of caution, we recommend American citizens shelter in place until further notice. So the State Department just posted it, but I bet the alert's the exact same. Now everybody's going to go there. They don't say why. They didn't say why. They don't say why. Nebula says it was on an hour ago on Fox. Well, I guess my point is, if the report was really that they were moving container ships to close if that was really the report, if that were true, we'd be hearing it everywhere, because that would be like the hugest story. So that's all I'm saying. Maybe they said something about it, but I literally have heard nobody reporting it. Yeah, this is very big news. How many Americans in Qatar, by the way? So I appreciate you letting me know if Fox talked about it. I just, again, I not a single peep about it anywhere. According to the internet, I just Googled it and I got a number of 8,000 to 15,000 who live in Qatar. The State Department says about 8,000 U.S. citizens reside in Qatar. That's from the State Department. When was this? 27. This is old though. This is looks like that's from like 2007. All right. Well, I'm confused. Or no, it's not from. Is it? It's like 2000. I don't know what that is. Anyways, I don't have a good sense of it. Just to guess, because that's what Google said. 8,000 to 15,000 Americans live there, and then I'm sure there's some visiting. No, Fox right now has a headline that says Iran considers closing Strait of Hormuz. That's been a story for days. That's literally the headline on Fox News right now. Iran considers closing Strait of Hormuz. That is their current report on Fox News. Just to be clear. All right. Well, guys, I'm going to do one last check to see if there's any update about Qatar, because I'm not seeing any more updates. I'm just seeing that they issued this alert, and no one knows why. But it's very strange. All right, that's it. I'm going to bed. I really appreciate you all watching. I got to get some sleep. Thank you. Hold on. What did somebody say? Hang on. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, all of our members there who I said some thanks to some members before. I can't even do it now. It's too late. I got to just get off the air. Thank you, our YouTube members. I'll say a few. Doug Cahill, Victoria, Plasma Stone, Garub Singh, Shelly Vasquez, Waltham, Ed Weeby. Our other members, Mina, JMR, Owl Hippie, Grampus, Crazy Ape, Emlyn Lehman, Jiu-Jitsu, Lola P, Richard, Evelyn and Maine, thank you. Twitch subscribers, Jazzy Renee, Hefty Charter, thank you. Wall Street Shaggy, Spent Primer, Allistic, Jan, Joel, Big Ball of Yarn, thank you. Notorious Rob, thank you for subscribing. All of our subscribers over there, Facebook subscribers, thank you so much. Thanks, Kay, for subscribing. Robert Rial II, Diane Allworth, Michael Clayton, Shannon Davis Hughes. Hey, thanks so much to Alana Sims for the stars, for the Facebook stars. Alana Sims, thank you so much, Alana, and Christy Claft, thank you, Christy, for subscribing, and Violet Stevens, thanks for the stars, and Marnie, thanks for being a member. P 2.0, Silver Jedi. All right, we got to end it. We got to end it unless there's more news. I'm not seeing it. Wrapping it up. If there's big news, I can always do another stream. Thanks for joining us for our early morning edition of coverage of the Iran-Israel situation. And we will see you soon with more live breaking news coverage right here at Agenda Free TV.